The world carries on like any other day. People go to work, politics unfold behind the walls of the White House, and tomorrow seems guaranteed, until everything changes in an instant. Without warning, every living creature with a Y chromosome suddenly drops dead. Men, male animals, birds, all gone, including the President of the United States. Amid the chaos, the only known male survivors are a struggling magician named Yuro Brown and his loyal monkey, Capucina. With the presidential line broken and the designated successor Regina Oliver missing, America plunges into anarchy. Riots erupt, women panic, and survival instincts kick in. Senator Jennifer Brown steps into leadership just as Agent Sarah Bergen, a mysterious member of a secret task force, arrives with cryptic instructions. Meanwhile, Yuro, hiding in his apartment, decides to leave a note for his missing girlfriend Bet and ventures into the outside world. He tries to help others, even risking exposure at a refugee center, while chaos brews inside the White House. Jennifer sends Sarah to find her estranged daughter Hero, who's missing since the disaster. Yuro returns to a friend's hideout, where he realizes the few men left are trans men unaffected by the mysterious plague. New York begins its evacuation, military patrols hunt for unknown survivors, and Yuro narrowly avoids capture. A message scrawled in a bar window gives him hope Bet is alive, but Capucina escapes into a corpse-filled subway, forcing Yuro to descend into a nightmarish, drowned tunnel to retrieve his only friend. After reuniting, Yuro is discovered naked in a clothing store, but is spared by compassionate shopkeepers. Just when he feels a moment of peace, Sarah ambushes him, swiftly disarms him, and takes him to Senator Brown, his mother. To prevent global chaos, his survival is kept secret. Jennifer orders a geneticist to be found to study Yuro's unique biology, while Sarah insists he must be moved far from DC. The only way out? Hidden in a truck full of corpses. Disgusted, Yuro resists but ultimately complies. Sarah flies him out using a decoy chopper as cover, which tragically explodes to preserve their secret. Resting in a forest, Sarah orders him to strip and clean up. He stinks of death. Meanwhile, Jiro, Yuro's sister, and her trans friend search for refuge, eventually meeting Nora, a grieving mother with a sick child. They treat Mackenzie's wound, forging a fragile alliance. Sarah and Yuro's camp is ambushed by looters, but they fend them off and barter for a motorcycle to reach Boston. Yuro foolishly breaks cover to chase a mirage of Bet and is almost caught by police. Sarah saves him, but chews him out for risking everything. Meanwhile, Nora, Jiro, and the others find shelter with Roxanne, a charismatic yet extreme leader of a radical feminist commune. Roxanne controls a massive mall full of resources, but enforces loyalty through ritual and fear. Jiro, slowly falling under her sway, joins their disturbing ceremonies. Sarah and Yuro arrive in Boston, split up to pass a military checkpoint, and reconnect with geneticist Allison Mann, who's skeptical about their mission but agrees to help. The lab at Harvard is useless, so she insists they travel to San Francisco. Sarah sabotages her radio to sever ties with the White House, secretly taking command of the mission. In DC, Jennifer's aide Christine discovers her pregnancy is progressing, and it might be a boy. Meanwhile, Sarah gets into a brutal fight with a fellow agent, but realizes they're both from the same agency and on similar paths. Jennifer fears Sarah orchestrated the chopper explosion and wonders what her son is truly facing. Regina Oliver returns and plots a coup. Back in the forest, Sarah, Yuro, and Allison are attacked again. Yuro's identity is nearly exposed, but he's mistaken for trans and let go. In Roxanne's commune, Nora uncovers troubling signs of extremism. When refugees beg for help, Roxanne denies them, cementing her descent into cruelty. Allison finds a wanted poster for Sarah and warns Yuro to run, but he refuses to abandon his protector. During a bizarre baptismal ritual, Sam, Jiro's trans friend, grows uncomfortable and tries to leave, only to be threatened by Roxanne. Sam plans to start a new community by the lake, but Jiro is torn between loyalty to her friend and Roxanne's growing influence. Jennifer's enemies close in, and Regina demands power, but an explosion rocks the White House as rebels infiltrate the tunnels. In the confusion, Jennifer is captured alongside others, but is aided by Bette, who reveals herself among the attackers. Meanwhile, Sarah and Yuro escape an ambush but crash a truck. When Yuro wakes, he's in a peaceful yet suspicious ranch. Sarah and Allison are captured separately. Jennifer publicly admits her son is alive, hoping it will buy her time, but Regina exposes the secret during a live broadcast. A rebel shoots Regina mid-speech, plunging everything into chaos. Roxanne's grip tightens. When Yuro and Sam argue, Roxanne uses it to manipulate Yuro further, pushing Sam out and throwing a celebration of masculinity's end. Nora, unable to stand the cultish grip any longer, sets fire to them all, then uncovers a dark truth. Roxanne has been killing outsiders. She confronts Roxanne and bargains for her and Mackenzie's safety in exchange for silence and assistance in controlling the commune. Roxanne agrees, delivering a fiery speech that renews faith in her rule. Sarah, still recovering, grows suspicious when a local woman questions a strange device recovered from their wrecked truck. Meanwhile, Roxanne sends Yuro on a raid to attack a group of peaceful women who build a monument to honor men. Nora sees the violence escalate and realizes Roxanne has lost all sense. As Regina readies her final coup, Kimberly, disillusioned by the bloodshed, withdraws support. Explosives rock the White House again, and the rebels take control. Jennifer is forced to confess that her son is humanity's last hope. Back at the ranch, Yuro faces temptation and sleeps with a villager just before Roxanne's forces arrive in full fury. Sarah springs into action, sacrificing herself to let Yuro escape, but not before using a local transman as a decoy. A bloody gunfight breaks out. Yuro, shocked to see Yuro alive, is accidentally shot by his new girlfriend, who doesn't know they're siblings. Wounded, Yuro warns Yuro that Roxanne wants him dead. She buys him time by killing one of her own. Nora, disillusioned, finally turns on Roxanne, killing her during a public confrontation. The Amazons are stunned, but Nora calms them with a promise of a better future. Yuro joins her side, and together they lead a new order. Elsewhere, Sarah reunites with Yuro and Allison. Devastated, Allison feels hopeless, but Sarah comforts her, sharing her own painful past. Yuro chooses to stay, no longer willing to run. He wants to become strong and protect others. Jennifer, Bette, and Sam are held captive in a surveillance facility. Meanwhile, Sarah finds a new vehicle loaded with supplies and a map pointing west, the next unknown chapter in humanity's fight for survival. So, if you find this kind of content worth your while, please do well to hit the like button and subscribe for future uploads. See you in the next one. Bye.